Hi my friends, today we model this part. You see there are two main bodies. One is this one and the other is the other, the horizontal one. They have also a pedestal. The drawing is here. The only aspect I want to show you is this plane, which must be created separately depending on this body, so that we have to create two bodies. One will be this one, vertical, and the other one will be this, horizontal. Where are the source for this? As you know, Timoteo Carrera Soto, and this is colección número 3. This is the object. Yes, if we go to next page, we see the lid. This is the lid with that face, bottom face, and the drawing. These two are conjugate parts. We are looking to this drawing, and we take some dimensions from here, like 40, 80 is placed here, but 160 is not. Okay, we start with the pedestal. Dimensions are 246, 204, and thickness of 24. Take a look at my two previous tutorials to see how can you download the original drawings, that ones. Good, let's start. Standard millimeters IPT is the template. The sketch is this face. I rotate it as you see, and now we go on. Rectangle, 2-point center, horizontal 246, tab, vertical 204. Good. You see there is a fillet at every corner of 60 between these two lines, and these two, and the last sides. Finish sketch, extrude 24, and we have the first volume. Good. Now I want to create this shape feature, which has dimensions, a radius of 60 plus 16, and the dimension is 110 external. Let's do this. The plane is XY. F7. You observe here a 10 millimeters distance for the center of radius 60. Line, up, arc, down, and another line here. Excuse me, I don't see. This is. I place all on the same horizontal. This left point and this right point. Oh, excuse me. These two are on the same horizontal and the distance is 10. From this point to this, 10 millimeters. Radius 60, not 60 plus 16. Then we place on the same horizontal this point with this point, and the same vertical, the center with center, fully constrained. But we have to draw a line, but not now. Why? Because I want to apply offset of 16, because I want to reuse this when we'll create the internal volume. Line from end to end, and all of them are construction, and inner lines are construction lines. Okay, finish sketch, extrude, symmetrical on 110. Okay, good. Now we create this tower. Yes, external, the dimensions are 308 with a radius of 100 at a diameter of 72 up, and it will go through all here, inside later. 308 on 72. What is the plane? XY, the same one. F7, line from the bottom to somewhere. I project as a center line the axis Y, and I draw an arc from this point. Let me eliminate this. An arc from the end point to center with a radius of 100. Coincident is this point with the axis. Diameter 72. Now I draw a line from this point to the intersection here. Trim this and dimension of 308 from this line to this point. 308. Good. Finish sketch. Revolve. Everything is prepared for this revolve, join, and that's all. Good. Now we have to take care of the position of this plane, which is placed at a distance of 68. That is the plane for drawing the new feature. 68. Plane about XY plane at 68 millimeters. This is the plane for the new sketch. There is a distance here of 148 between the axis and the bottom. 148. We draw that line, which has 164 millimeters. Line from somewhere to somewhere, but with the length of 164. The distance is 148 from the bottom, 148, and now the line is center line. The plane can be ignored. You see the placement of this line. Now we draw a contour, not so complicated. Up, left, down, left, right. More, a small extension here, and we go to the vertical of the end and we close the line. Nice, very nice. Dimensions, diameters. This is a radius, not a diameter, my friends. You have to consider this radius of 110 from this point to this, not a dimension as a diameter, so that we don't make this normal line, and we apply dimension of radius 110. The other lines or circles or cylinders are centered here, so that we can go back to center line, and the other diameters are 160, then 84, then 60. The other direction. The other direction is controlled by a distance 76 from the axis to the face. 76 from this line to this center point. The distance is 76. This is 20, then 128, 128. This one must go back to its position because the distance is larger, but not very large. 128, 128, so that the other one is 116. My mistake. Let's take a look. 116 is this, 128 is the other one. Control Z. This is 116 and this one is 128. The total length of this feature is 164. Now we see fully constrained here, or we get out from the sketch and we see here a small mark and the indication fully constrained. Very important. Now, considering that explanation, I create a new body. Revolve, new solid. Okay, and to have a better vision, I make this red as usual. R from red. Okay, now we can look at them very clear. I place the other dimension, which is 100 instead of 110, from the axis to this bottom face. This is the face, sketch, this is the line, horizontal, you see, and distance of 110. 100, excuse me. Finish sketch, extrude this small area, the other direction because we cut through all. Oh, through all? Yes, because we modify only this body. If you want, you can select this and the new feature will be placed on the other body, but this is not the case. Okay, now I place together, I combine them in one single body, selecting this as the first solid and next is the other one to have this color, not this color. Combine with join. You see join is already selected. This is the first, my friends, and this is the second. Okay. What next? Next is the internal volumes, and we start with this one. We already prepared the starting elements there. We use this plane XY to create a new sketch. F7. Now I go to the second extrusion and I make visible the sketch. You see we have a thin line here. We make these three entities as normal lines. Oh no, I cannot modify a former sketch. I only project this 1, 2, 3 entities in this new plane, and then we hide the sketch. We have all we need here. What? Yes. Not yes. This is visibility. Now I have possibilities to change the type of entities to be not construction but normal lines. I draw another line, finish sketch, I take a look to the dimension and I see 80. Good. Not revolve, excuse me. Extrude. You see inside there is a closed contour and the dimension is 80, but with cut, not adding but cutting volumes. Okay, next is this internal construction. 288 is the full dimension, 56 is here, diameter inside is somewhere, nowhere, is missing. Let's place the dimension. This is a live drawing. Dimension, diameter of 48. I will place it here and I take it outside here, and this one lower. Yes. So 288, 56, 48, 42, and that's all. Radius 3 inside. Okay. XY plane. New sketch. F7. Line from somewhere to up, and then horizontal for a small line, and go back to the vertical. We draw now a center line from that end to this end. We disable center line and trim. 288 is the whole dimension, is the length of this axis. 288. 56 is this one, and we remember that fillets, diameters 48 and 42. Very good. Now we place that fillets in the sketch, because now we have the sketch at our disposition. You'll see this is 3 and this is also 3 millimeters. Finish sketch, revolve, cut. Okay, let me see if this is fully constrained. Yes, my friends, it is. Good. We can see how it looks, and we go further. Now we use that old plane to create a new sketch. I need to make it visible. Visible and new sketch. F7. Dimensions. Dimensions are here. 92, 24 and 149. Diameters 136 and 62 and 30. That's all. Let's use them. I draw a line from the midpoint. I can select this point, but this is not okay. Why? Because this is not a cylinder. Yes. I have to respect the axis, which is placed at 148 millimeters. So, line, (148) I can use this, the midpoint of this cylinder, circle. If I project this circle, I have the center, but I'll project this and cut or trim the end point, and this is not useful. Let's try. Delete. I move this line wherever I want, but with the end to the left. And now I apply point to midpoint without dimension. When somebody changes this, I don't think it changes the coincidence of cylinder external and internal. I project also the other geometry, this circle, to trim the other end. I made this line as center line and the other two as construction. Then I draw lines. Take a look here, but let me change the presentation. This, then horizontal, another step, another dimension, and go back to the center line. Good. Now I split, my friends, the axis. Why? Because this must be part of revolving. Now this is not necessary. Control Z. I have a single line, not two lines. Dimensions, you remember, this first is 92, the next one is 24, and this is 24. And the whole is 149. Okay. Diameters. The first is 136. The next one is on the left 62, and the last one is 30. Finish sketch, revolve. Everything is well prepared. Okay, you see, that's good. Visibility, position. Now I apply fillets to have no problem with the holes. Fillets are 10 millimeters here and up. 10, yes, and 10 also here at the base. Then 4 millimeters for these three ones, and also 10 must be this one. Let me apply dimension here. You see, 10. I place this dimension here. And that's all. We don't have any... Oh, there is 5 millimeters here. 5, 4 and 10 is the rest of them. Good. I start with that 10 fillets. This is most important because of the holes. I'll see you 10. Also 10 is here and here. This are also 10 and we go to 4 millimeters. These 3 are 4 millimeters plus this, which must be 5 millimeters. And I suppose this is also 10. Let's see. This is 10. Look here. Radius 10. Good. We add the last fillets of 10 millimeters. Okay, now the holes. We have 4 holes here. Let's start with this one. 4 holes of 16, diameter 190, 45 degrees the first one. Okay. Excuse me. I go to the part. This face for a new sketch. I draw a line from this point to this point and another one with the length of 190 divided by 2. The angle is 45. 45. I know that I can apply hole by selecting this end of a line in a sketch. Look here, hole, and I select this point. Now what about the dimension of hole? It must be outside of the fillet because the fillet participates in this action. How much should be this? Well, I know that this is 20 millimeters, so I apply depth. I cannot apply through because when I multiply the holes, I'll go through this tower. Yes, I apply dimension, distance, to be 20 multiplied by 1.5. Yes, now I'm sure that it goes through the fillet and not through the tower. Yes, if somebody changes this thickness, it will be respected this extension of the hole. Now I apply circular pattern for this last feature about this axis, but 4, not 6 times. This is not going through the tower. We go to end by using this view with dimensions 8 holes, diameter the same with the other, 16, 80, 200, 40, 160. Let's apply this a new sketch, F7. We place points this time, 1, 2. We project axis X and Z, X and Z, then mirror these two about the horizontal. Apply. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we select all these 4 points and we select the vertical, apply. Now dimensions. This is 80. The total dimension is this. The value of 200. The other direction 40 and 160. Finish sketch. Now we know that if we place points in a sketch, we apply hole for all of them simultaneously. Look here. Hole, through, this time is through. And all of them are already placed. Okay. Good. That's all. Let's see what about the volume. As usual, we have to compare with my drawing, where I missed some dimensions, but they were not forgotten as dimensions in the construction. Copy. Volume, double click. Oh, there is a small difference, which is not so small. This is greater than the other. Something was missed. So the volume must be smaller than we made here. Let me take a look and I'll tell you what happens. We have an omission. I forgot to apply fillet of 10 to these corners. Okay. Now let's compare the volumes again. Physical update. To this, copy, close, drawing, double click, it is a small difference, but there is a difference. I don't like this. Okay, must be something other missing. Oh, this is also fillet with 10. This is because of the age, my friends. You will see when you will at my age, 78 this year, and I work for you, my friends, with all my heart. Let's compare again. Our properties, physical update, and the result, the great result is now coming. Now is smaller. Maybe other fillet is missing because the dimensions are respected. Okay. Not okay, but I want to place here the last dimension because this is what we have. Our model is with this dimension. Okay, if you respect what I did here with my model, you will receive this value. Yes? Okay, that's all for today. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.